Talk Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's go.
Live with the Revival!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, y'all know what this is. Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rex, a.k.a. Vibes, and welcome to New York Revival, where it's not just sports, it's entertainment. And I'm here with my brother, man, the guy, the myth, the legend. He's back, wearing the 4-5. It ain't to playing games with you. My guy, your guy, Mr. Glass Half Full. Speed. I need a round of applause. Round of applause. Oh. Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause, my brother.
Thank you.
Welcome
Missed
back,
you guys.
Mr. Glass Half Full. Speed, if you nasty, man.
Let's go.
Welcome back, brother, man. I don't need no other introduction. What's going on? Hefe will be on a little bit, guys, but it's all about our brother Speed back from his vacation. Missed you, man. Where'd you go? Tell the people.
Yeah. Listen, I took a trip back to the motherland, man. I was back in Greece, and I took the wifey and the boys with me. It was, as tumultuous as a vacation would be for the 4 and 2-year-old, but lots of memories, lots of fun, lots of Greek food, lots of drinking. Me and the wifey got away to an island, so we got a little bit of a reprieve from the kids. I know. Well, listen, I was lucky enough. My family's been lucky enough to have invested a long time ago, before I was even born. Grandpa had a vision, and he got it right. So we got a nice little place out there, and we got to enjoy it for the first time in a long time. I got my color on. We were at the beach, man. It was good. It was really good. The plane ride, though, man, 10 hours in a plane ride is no joke. No joke. With 2 little ones like that, sleep or not, it was tough. But all worth it. But, at the end of all these trips, I was gone for 2 weeks. I was like chomping at the bit to get back. It's like I wanted to come back to my people. I miss my New York sports. I miss my routine. I miss, my lifestyle here, and I miss you guys. I miss all you guys out there. So it was a great trip. Wouldn't trade it for the world, but I'm glad to be back, bro. I'm glad to be back with y'all.
Man, welcome back, man. We missed you, brother, man. The glue that holds this together.
I'm taking you with me next time. I'm taking you and the wifey with me. Bringing you with me next time.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I'm there. You tell me, and I'm there. I'm dead serious. So you guys heard it here first, man. We're gonna be in Greece. Why the hell not? Got the passports. We ready to go. We ready to rock. You know what I'm saying? But man, welcome back, Speed, man. We definitely missed you, brother. A lot's been going on, man. Shout out to the revivalists in the chat. Don't forget to please hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe, man. We do see you guys out there. The numbers will slowly start creeping in, man. We do understand, man. I think there's a bunch of lives going on happening, man. We kind of a little early on a Tuesday night, but why the hell not? This is what we do before the last episode of Hard Knocks will come on by 9 o'clock. They're on HBO, guys. Go take a look at it. We'll recap that tomorrow at noon. We'll put out the notification as well. But let's get right into it, man. Of course, this show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. If you use promo code REVIVAL, Underdog Fantasy will match your deposit by half, up to $250. So please download Underdog Fantasy app today. Use promo code REVIVAL. Drop that deposit in there. They'll match it by half, man. Tell them Revival sent you. It's the promo code. All right, man. Let's talk about the Mets, man. We're going to talk about some Yankees. We're going to talk about the Giants. We got a lot of stuff, New York stuff to catch up.
A lot of stuff
lining together, man. But first, let's get into the Mets. Speed. So what's your team, man? They've been kind of red hot. I ain't gonna lie, man. Kind of red hot.
Listen, they're hot. It's been good. And today was the trade deadline day for the MLB. So everybody wants to all the contenders want to make their team a little bit better, get those final pieces to put you over the top, right? And there's fans have this grand vision that you're going to go all in and get that superstar, that one big name that's going to always put you over the top, right? That's what you always go in. Like you think 2015 Mets, Yoenis Cespedes They got that guy. The whole season changed after that. He led that team. He dragged that team to the World Series. Now, this year, it's a little bit different. Let me tell you about the rules. They added another wild card team to the playoff chase. So that changes shit now. So everybody still thinks they're in the contention that would have originally been sellers in the past. So you have about 6 or 7 teams that probably should have traded, but they're still within 3-4 games of making the playoffs if they go on a hot run. So that eliminates teams that want to trade out. And then the other opposite side, it was expensive as hell to get anybody. Everybody was holding each other's feet to the fire. Like, we're not trading unless you give up the world. And the Mets aren't currently in a position to go all in this year. This is a little surprise run right now that they got going on. They're playing good. Their lineup's good. They added this guy named Jesse Winker, an outfielder, lefty bat that they needed. They added some bullpen arms. The bullpen, as you know, been one of the worst in the league. It's been the reason why they're not already in the playoffs and if not higher in the division. They added some arms to the bullpen. They added a back end starter. They went and they traded nobody really in a trade deadline that a lot of teams gave up some of their best prospects to get mid-level guys that aren't superstars. The Mets said, "Hey, listen, we're not quite there yet. We're gonna kind of half measure it. We're gonna give you some help, some reinforcement in the places that you need, but we know that we're not a World Series contender." And a big part of that sucked is that they lost. Yeah, as you know, my guy Kodai Senga, he came back from one start after being injured the whole year, tore his fucking calf.
Isn't that crazy? I was just watching that and I was like, Speed, didn't he just come back? Like, it's just like incredible how that just happened. I'm like, we'll talk about the worst luck of all for a player.
It's so bad, dude. It's so bad because
it's bad to see that, man.
That would have been the biggest trade acquisition of the deadline right there. Like, getting that guy back feels like you got yourself an ace. Yeah. And now we're sitting here having to pick up a starter, and you're just gonna have to hope that this starting rotation can keep it together until he might come back to the playoff. If he's healthy enough, he comes back to the playoffs. Yeah, man.
It's a torn calf or what was it?
Calf, bro. Calf. Oh. It's not great. It's not. But listen, the pitching it's going to be a problem. But if they can hold up again, like I said, that lineup that they have right now, top to bottom, probably one of the best in the NL, if not one of the better ones in the league. So that can carry them, and they're winning again tonight. Let's go, Mets. They're right there for the top wild card spot, and they're fighting. And
who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have thought, man? And now you
like below 500. Next minute, they're like how many games? 10 games? 10 games?
There were 11 games now, right? 500.
That's crazy. And now I remember they stunk.
We're right there, man.
Shoot.
Right now,
I can't talk no more Mets. I can't, man. The Mets is there, man. They might carry this.
We're here. Thing. We're here, bro. And now you talk about let's talk about the other side of town, right? Yankees.
Yeah.
Yankees. They also didn't do much. Again, they're not a lot of small trades happen. Dodgers got one of the big guys, but like other than that, the Yankees got one of the better bats at the trade deadline. They got Jazz Chisholm, and Chisholm he's a good player. He's electric. When he's going hot and when he's doing his thing, he's such a spark plug. He's got that energy. He pimps some home runs. He's got speed to steal bases. He's flashy. It's the kind of player. Yeah, it's the kind of player you want to spark an older team. A team that needed that spark because they were kind of getting lackadaisical. They were in first for a long time, and they got the shit kicked out of them for about a month and a half now. And he comes in, second game on the Yankees. First of all, he takes over third base. He said, "Put me wherever you want. I want to win. I'm a team player." And he goes out and hits 2 home runs in the second game as a Yankee. So. That's the kind of guy that can lengthen their lineup a little bit. They were short in their lineup. They had Judge, Soto, and that's about it. Stanton just got back, so good for them on that. They got one of the better bats. They added some arms here and there, but listen, this season is gonna hinge on, like I just said, Soto, Judge, Stanton if he's healthy. You got Jazz now to help the lineup, but Garrett Cole's gonna be the answer to whether this team could get to that next level again and be, it's going to be them and the Astros. The AL is weak this year. They have the chance to be there. as always, it's Yankees Astros.
And like you said, it kind of like relies on Garrett Cole a little bit, right? Especially when you see the news come out a little bit that he kind of needs some rest and to kind of rest his body here. So he's like a healthy scratch, I guess, or maybe a scratch period because he needs a little break there. But I just want to ask you this, Speed, being a sports fan, being a guy that's into baseball heavily, more than me, let's say, when you look at that Garrett Cole situation, man, him just I don't want to call it a healthy scratch because I don't want to diminish what he has going on because obviously there's something going on there, right? But when you look at that one, it's like, all right, he needs rest. What do you think of athletes resting at this point, especially like a Garrett Cole?
So this is not it's not what you think in the terms of maintenance rest for NBA players. This not a guy that's been healthy and is like, I got to make it through the season. He's not taking a break in that sense. He is home run Mets. Let's go, Mark Vientos. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go.
I can't talk Mets no more, Speed.
Let's go.
I can't talk Mets no more.
We are hot. Anyway, yeah. So this guy, Garrett Cole, obviously the reigning AL Cy Young, which is the best pitcher in his league. He's been injured. He was injured for the whole season until about a month ago, and he hasn't been right since he came back. Something's up. It's just one of those seasons where he hasn't been able to get right again. He hasn't been able to get on track. So essentially, he's gone through spring training during the middle of the season, which is not good. It's not what you want, out of your top guy. And the results haven't been there. So I think it's what they're saying is like, hey, take a beat, take a step back, breathe a little bit, maybe do your bullpen session, maybe figure a couple things out. We're going to skip you on this rotation turn and come back next rotation turn, and I think it's going to be for the best. And listen, the Yankees, as I mentioned, they've been slumping for a month and a half. They're a half game out of first place still. Baltimore did not run away with the division, as they should have. They should have run away with it, and they didn't. So it's right there for the Yankees, man. It's right there. You get Garrett Cole back. You still have a decent enough bullpen, and you get Stanton healthy. The Yankees have just as good of a chance as anybody in the AL to get right back into it. They should win this division still. The Orioles are giving it to him. So Garrett Cole needs to get right. That's the number one. I
totally agree with that, man. When you put it in that perspective, Speed, absolutely. You want to put your ace kind of just sit there and resting and waiting in the hole there because you are going to make that long push, especially down in October. You are going to make that push in the playoffs or whatever the case is. So you want to rest those guys, man. At least your star player at this. You're going to need them. You're going to need them to kind of wrap everything around and wrap everything up, man. So at first, I was gonna give Garrett Cole a little hell here because I'm like, "What the hell
you're right.
Rest?
It's not a maintenance day."
But it isn't what Speed talked me off the ledge here, people.
He's like,
it's not maintenance. It's something happening there. They gotta rest him. Think about this, and he gave me a bunch of scenarios, and I decided to sit there and let the genius be the genius that Speed is. So talked me off a ledge there. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, but. Let me say this, man, before we get into Giants talk, man, we are watching the Olympics. We are watching the Olympics.
Wait.
I just want to say this, man, for an example. I know we're supposed to wait.
Giant.
But I'm going to start with men's basketball, man. You want to talk about my guy, your guy, Speed. You actually know him very well from being from Brooklyn before he got the hell up out of there. Kevin Durant. Doing I think he had 27 before the half. I think that he was chasing that Carmelo Anthony, I think 37, I think in a game or something like that. I'm not really sure. I forgot the exact thing, but he was chasing history, but then he kind of slowed down. And then you saw LeBron, old man LeBron. LeBron, I don't know, man. He looks about 50, and he's younger than me, for goodness sakes, right?
I know.
What the hell's going on with LeBron, son?
It's that hair.
It's that hair. Yo, he looks crazy. Yo, he looked like he just had it. There's that old person that's just like, I just about had it. Like, that's what LeBron looked like. He looked like he done had it, but he found the fountain of youth, man. At 40, I wish I could move like he moved because I'm 41, man, and I can't move nowhere near how LeBron moves.
You saw how I move. You saw how I move.
Oh, my gosh, man. My back, getting out of bed, it hurts my back. You know what I'm saying? But those guys came in there and they delivered, man. Let's just talk about that team overall because you're looking at the Tatum that's not even coming off the bench, not even playing at all. And these guys are still dominating out there, man. Are you happy to see this team? Do you want to see Tatum off the bench? Do you want to see more people rotated off the bench? Or you just like seeing these old guys do their thing, man? But talk to me, Speed. What you got?
Well, before we get to it, let's still a shout out to our girl, your girl, my girl, everybody's girl, the Weekly Precious.
The Weekly Precious. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We love her. She's the best. The absolute best.
So much. We love
again, one of these days we gotta have her on. We gotta do something special for her.
I've been trying that, man. She's not the
I know. Everybody's. Well,
I mean, listen, I'm the one that does it. I think I'm the one in the family. Like, if you press, correct me if I'm wrong, but if there's a toast, if there's someone that wants me to talk at a funeral, they're like, all right, where's my family calls me man. They don't call me Eli, but they're like, where's man? And they'll find me, and I'll go, all right, I got to go do my thing. But yeah, that's definitely it. Yeah, I got all the talking and all the speeches. That's a fact. See, she said facts.
Somebody's got to hold that torch, bro. But listen, when it comes to the USA basketball, there's a couple of things. When it comes to Jason Tatum, I don't give a good flying fuck if he doesn't see the court for the rest of the damn tournament. It's not. It's about it. When you play U.S. basketball and when you're on this kind of team, it's different. You are that guy on the Celtics. You are not that guy on this team. And it's all about chemistry. And their best games have been when he was not getting a lot of minutes. And you don't change, don't fix what's not broken, man. Don't fucking change it right now. And you know what? I don't know what they're gonna do with Embiid. Embiid's another one. Like, Embiid doesn't fit what they're trying to do, overall as a team. They need to run faster. They need to shoot from outside.
Embiid just be looking crazy.
He's just Embiid can't catch a break. That dude's getting booed left and right.
Crazy running up and down the court. Like he's just lanky. It's slow. Like
I mean, and I love him. He's a great player. Again,
he's an awesome dude. He looks funny.
Right.
Like, I'm like, how are you so good and you look so doofy? Like, I
don't know, bro.
I don't know, man. Shout out to Embiid. No disrespect. Respectfully, my guy.
Respectfully, disrespectfully, you don't belong right now on this team. You don't belong. Right. And what sucks is like he's getting booed. He's getting booed in France for joining the USA team. But he shouldn't even be playing for the USA team. You should have played for the French team, and you would have been fine. But like he's just
like you could have been that guy on the French team.
I know,
but you are that guy. Besides Max,
you would have been the guy there, man. They would have cheered him through the roof.
Yeah, like he could have been that guy over there. Like I said, I don't know. He does not fit. It just doesn't look right, like you said.
Doesn't look right.
So you got to sit him down and put somebody else in there for sure. But just looking at him, I don't know. I just don't know how he's that dude, but he's good. Like he plays with so much finesse. Yeah. Like I don't know, but go ahead, Speed. I'm sorry, Cook, man.
When he is the focal point of the team, he is a skilled big man. Like but he needs the whole floor, and he needs it to slow down. He needs it slow for he needs to slow down. And he's a good half court guy. Scoop's getting on.
He looks crazy.
He does. He's a awkward looking human being. I will say that.
It's like duh. Like it's I can't describe it. Like you know the red like. I'm gonna kiss him and hug him for like Bugs Bunny. I'm gonna kiss him and hug him like that big monster. Like he just reminds me of that long arm, doofy, long monster from Looney Tunes. Like I'm gonna hug him and kiss him. What you gonna play, George? Like he's just like doofy. I don't get it. Listen, shout out to Embiid, man. I listen. He's like
you're not a fan.
Hug him and kiss him. Yes. I'm gonna never let him go, George. Never let him. Like he just looks crazy out. I don't know.
Oh shit,
my bad.
Wow. Hey,
he look crazy.
Hey,
Embiid, chill, yo. And you know what made him look crazy too? I'm sorry, I'm not to go back to the playoffs, but I didn't know he had Bell's palsy. I didn't know. So when I seen him laying on the court one time, and I seen him like do the one blink, I was like, yo,
yeah.
What happened to him? Yo, it scared me. I was like, yo, what happened to his eye? I thought it was the eye that fractured. No. I was like, yo, that's how they fixed it. I just couldn't believe. I was like, yo, that's how likes how they fixed his eye.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I couldn't believe it. Then to come to find out, yeah, belt. I was like, yo, but and it just continues.
Now it makes
to me. I
sense.
just look at him. I just go, man, he's
all over the map. He's all over the map.
He's just a strange guy. Shout out MB. You nice, dog. You nice. I ain't trying to. You nice. I just doofy.
He's just doofy.
Just doofy.
Let's bring it back to Kevin Durant.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
No, he is still. When Kevin Durant is locked in, bro, he is still. He's one of the goats. He is one of the goats. I hate
top
that
3
dude
in the league. Yeah,
I hate that dude. For what he did to my former Nets team. But when he's locked in, and he's one of the smoothest players, one of the best scorers to grace this planet, bro. He is just elite, and he's emptying the tank, which for what will probably be his last Olympics. And it's good to see when he takes over the game, when him and LeBron are going. You don't need much else. Much else. Those guys are they'll drop 60 on their own, half your team's points. Like
you don't even need unibrow out there. You don't even need one guy. You don't need nothing. It's just their show. Like watching those guys is just like it's their show, man. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like number one, number two. I didn't know. Like I watched Kevin Durant, but I guess I'm paying attention more to detail. I mean, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it ain't Knicks, I'm not paying attention. Like if it ain't the Knicks, I'm not paying attention to anyone else. But I didn't know how quick of a release he has with his jump shot. Like, he brings it from, like, it's a weird how he does it. But
and you can't block it.
No, like the way he does it, it seems in slow motion until he gets it up in the air and releases it. And I'm just like, yo, that shot's going to be blocked. That's going to be blocked. No. Yo, he brings it in from his chest and just snap, like, bro. I was like, that's a killer jump shot right there. For a big dude? Yeah. For a big dude to be that water like that? I haven't seen a big dude of that water since Dirk Diggler. You know what I mean? Since my guy in the Dallas Mavericks. I haven't seen him since Nowitzki. Like a big dude that can shoot like that. Yo, bro, he's clean.
So fucking smooth, bro.
It's clean.
So clean.
Oh, my God.
So clean. So that's all you need. And But so listen, they take on South Sudan. And who would have had South Sudan as one? No, don't laugh. Don't you laugh. South Sudan was one shot away from beating the United States in the fucking early on stages when they were going through, not the qualifiers, but the before the tournament started.
You're right, Speed.
They almost beat them. And South Sudan smoked fucking Puerto Rico. They're an up-and-coming squad. So I think USA is going to be ready. They didn't think much of – who would think much of South Sudan coming into this tournament? Obviously, they're not on the radar.
Nah.
But they're not going to take them lightly this time. I'll tell you that much. I
thought this last team played them real hard. I thought they played them like these guys were playing. I haven't seen them play in the NBA ever looking like that. Ever. These guys played them hard. They had them work. LeBron was sweating. Some of his Beijing was coming out of his ears or his head. Like, yo, he was looking tired out there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
KD lost another bald spot on his head. Like, he was playing out there. They were playing out there, bro. Like, these guys had them moving. So I can only imagine the next one coming in, they're going to really have them play well. Extremely well. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I just want to say this, man. Shout out to the women's, because I actually saw a picture of oh man, I forget her name. I think she might be on a Liberty. They were playing, I think China. I don't think they're playing China. Gotcha. And she's like holding the ball in midair, like, come get the ball from me. And the freaking player from China was trying
Japan.
It was Japan, bro.
Yes.
She's holding the ball in the air, smiling at her like, yo, like you too short, man. Like,
I don't know how the women lose. I can't see the women losing at all, man. They're too good. It's just the different levels to shit. Like, they are way ahead of the whole world.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy too. Like, you know what it is? Like, again, I think the WNBA, of course, is light years when it comes to around the world as far as women basketball. So, of course, they're the pinnacle of it. Like, these guys are the GOATs, you know what I mean? Coming from the U.S. So, just watching other, countries play them, it's nowhere near. It's like nowhere near to what they can do to the WNBA players. It's just nowhere near as competitive. Like, these guys are having fun. This is like a scrimmage. Like, this is nothing for these women. These guys are gonna kill it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just excited to see the women's do their thing, man. I haven't watched the game yet. I saw a bunch of highlights and
I
etc.
haven't seen one.
But I want to see. I definitely want to see a couple games.
To me,
Sure.
I'm not going to watch the earlier rounds because I know they're just toying with some of these teams. When they start getting into the knockout rounds, that's when I'll start. But I've been watching everything, dude. That's why I love I don't know how someone cannot like the Olympics. You turn on the TV, it's a new sport and something crazy each time. Like even when it comes down to archery, jiu-jitsu, they
got breakdancing for the first time this year. They got breakdancing for the first time this year.
Look who showed up.
Look who said. Hold on.
Decided to show. All right, let's get us configured here. We're back. We're back, people. We're back.
Sorry I'm late, fellas. Sorry I'm late.
Did you give him the NyQuil? Did you give him all the NyQuil?
I gave him the NyQuil. It didn't want to take, but
you're gonna take this damn shit.
You gotta take this. Grape and scrape.
Now I need to wake up. It's good to be together again. It's good to see.
Yeah.
It's good. Look at Spiro, you Greek god tan son of a bitch. You
looking like me right now, man. No lie, you Eli Raps.
only Eli has a better tan than you right now.
It's all natural. It's all natural. No, you look great.
Man.
You look like $1 million.
Thank you guys.
I passed the crown on to
my
him
voice
this week, F. Just to let
Oh.
you know.
But yes, I'll take it. This
you earned it.
I'm not gonna fight it. But yeah, why I lost my voice? We went out and I did a full Euro experience. I went out and one of my cousins, she's like, I gotta see this German DJ, and I forgot how techno music was at one point. This shit was like hardcore European German, just nonstop, just like. At first I was vibing for the first hour because the whole ambiance was awesome. It was like you see in the fucking movies, like what a crowd would look like. Everybody's raving out. A lot of people on Molly and ecstasy. It was crazy. But
so you heard, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So you've heard.
Friends of mine were on it, not me.
You were sipping green tea in the corner.
I was just sitting in the back doing nothing bad at all. And then like an hour and a half, 2 hours in, I was like, man, there's no let up here. It was one song to the next, hard banging techno music the whole time. And by and then obviously it jumps from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock in a blink of an eye. Like that, those hours go. And I was just like, get me out of here. At the end of the fucking night, I was like, get me out of here.
How many nights did you spend like that?
Only one.
That's all it took.
Yes, that's all it took. Voice is gone. I'm still not right since. It's.
Shout out to the chat too. I missed you guys too.
Spiro, missed you, chat.
I'm glad you had a good time, and I'm glad you're sobering up after that long trip.
Thanks.
I'm kidding because he just goes.
He just took a swig of beer right now, right?
Yes.
Hilarious.
It's a struggle right now. There's this thing called Sipuro, which is it's essentially like not moonshine. It's a cross between almost moonshine and sake. It's smoother than moonshine. It's a little bit more doable, but you only get like a bottle that's this big and it's this thin, but it does damage. Let me tell you.
I like that.
Damage. It's fun. And we went to an island. Me and my wife we would take one bottle between the two of us. Have ourselves a fucking night. Have ourselves a night, bro. So when I take you guys, get ready. Sipuro is going to be just all up in your system. And then you're not going to want to touch it again because now I'm fucking cooked. I'm cooked.
It sounds like you lost a kidney or a liver or something.
I lost a lot of stuff. Lost my voice, lost the kidney, lost some of my dignity. But hey, I'm back.
Some of my dignity.
I don't know what I missed, but
we talked baseball.
Okay.
We talked a little bit Olympics, but not the good stuff.
Who's waiting for you? We
waited for you to talk about the good stuff that happened today. So tell us what you've been watching and what you liking about Olympics right now.
Just about Olympics, I caught. I've been into everything, to be honest. And once all I need is like a 30-second backstory, and then I'm emotionally invested.
Yes.
that's really all it takes. It's like this swimmer,
beautiful.
Or there was like a female gymnast that had like some weird condition in college where like she like gained. It was like a liver or a kidney thing, and she like
crazy.
gained 45 pounds. Couldn't compete. Couldn't do anything. Then like had to get healthy, make her way back onto the team, and like killing it, stuff like that. Did either of you see the women's rugby today?
Yes, unfucking believable.
Okay. So if
Tell them about it.
you probably know the sport better than me, Spiro. I've watched it
Slightly.
here and there, but like I get enough of it to understand what's going on.
Right.
But USA had a chance to get their first medal in rugby, and I watched this live. USA basically scores as time is running out, but it said like I didn't know if it was periods or halves. It's halves. So this was the end of the game. So USA, this is the equivalent of breaking a 95-yard run for a running back with time expiring. Time expiring. So like check this out. This is what USA did today to win the bronze medal. And there's a little like if you score between the posts, there's a conversion. Looks like a little extra point, but it's like a drop kick. I don't know like the percent on making those.
They're not easy.
It doesn't look easy, but like when you score through the middle, it looks like for them. I'm sure it's simple. It's
That's
probably
what it is.
A foul shot or something. But
you have to score
she drop kick it right through the middle, and she nails it. Watch this. I watched the last 7 minutes of this game. So when this happened, I lost my.
Eli was so emotional that he left.
Eli was like, I can't. I'm out here. First of all, great call, by the way, by whoever that guy was doing that call.
Amazing call.
Cedric for the USA.
Backed up against their own fucking their own end zone or whatever the fuck they call it in rugby. And this girl breaks what should have been nothing. Like that's a miracle buzzer beater. It's like if you're calling buzzer beater, it's like a 3/4 full shot at the buzzer to win it. And then again, if you score on the side, you have to kick from the side. So she had to break it right down the middle to make that extra point easy. And that's what fucking.
So I don't know the game well enough to understand why they weren't in more of a prevent defense. Because all you got to do is give up the home run. I'm sure there must be rules around that. Otherwise,
I think you can't just be spread out. I don't know the rules behind it either, but you never see like people just sitting back.
On the other side of that great run is a girl who missed a tackle and lost an Olympic medal because of that missed tackle. She tackles her. It's probably
crying,
right?
Just crying.
No, who we need? We need Tuto. Yeah. We need Tuto to chime in and tell us how epic this was.
He might be at the Olympics for all we know. I don't know. Is he that good? I don't even know. He might be playing fucking.
Good question
for Italy. He's back. He's back.
You're talking about Tuto.
He's our rugby source. We need him.
Oh, what the hell's Tuto? Somebody find him.
It was just a fucking miracle run, and some of my family members are, on my wife's side, they play rugby, so they lost it. Like absolute, like one of the most surreal experiences for the sport. And you saw the one girl on the sideline after she scored. One of the girls scored. She's like lost her shit for USA. And then she's like, wait, calm down, shut up. She's telling everyone to shut up when she was the one losing.
Yeah, she was like, oh my God, shut up.
Yeah. But listen, guys, hold on, guys, hold on. Before, because we're of course we're at the 30-minute mark, and of course we got to get out of here by 9. But we got to go over a couple things, man.
Yes.
New York Giants training camp in full swing, and boy, we got a lot of stuff to talk about here. Okay, biggest thing that's been going on, everybody's talking about is the secondary has been getting killed by Malik Neighbors and company of what you guys been seeing. It's a lot of question marks still. Who could be the nickel? Who could play CB2? We're not really sure, but I'm gonna throw some names at you guys if you don't feel comfortable. Well, first things first, man. Let's go with the DBs, man. Have you been seeing them get cooked and torched by Malik Neighbors, or is Malik Neighbors just that damn good?
Neighbors is that good. But I think the secondary had a good bounce back week. I think especially today, but
without
in
Neighbors.
general, I think they're having a better day. But Neighbors is the force multiplier. He is going to be that guy. Like it's just a matter of getting him the ball because he is automatic offense. And when I went to camp last week, by the way, shout out to Scoobs, who I see in the chat, who I saw at camp, and Jay Singh, who Jay Singh was. It seemed like he was holding a spot on the fence for me. We didn't talk. He didn't know I was coming. But as soon as I got there, he was like, "Hey, pull up." Like, let's go, have a seat.
That's-
So I just
Shout out
I
to
just like stood by the fence next to him and Scoobs, hung out with them for pretty much the whole time
Awesome.
I was there. But it was great to see them. My takeaways were that Burns looks gigantic.
Oh, wow.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah, he looks like, and I don't know their exact measurements, but like him and Thibodeau just look like beasts next to each other. And Burns just looks like a slightly like stronger version of Tibbs because he's big, like he's real tall like that too. Like
Right.
I'd imagine he's at least 6'5" because he looks like that too. What else?
Yeah.
We're not gonna dump on the quarterback, right? That's not what we're doing.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Let's not move it yet. Hold on, man.
yet.
Let's just take a look at the secondary guys. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'll say this. Pause on the panic with the cornerbacks, guys. I do understand.
Yes.
Good.
No.
I just want people to pause. But go ahead, speak. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. We should. First of all Nick McLeod has done since being a Giant was just do his job. He has not played bad ever. You know, like he keeps doing his job, and now it's looking like he's going to get his first real crack at some real starting playing time, and he's making plays out there, man. You just keep seeing his reports in camp. His name keeps popping up, breakup, interception, this and that, and like, you know, and I keep saying how, you know, I don't think the CB2's on his roster yet, but like if he keeps doing this, man, like maybe he gets a real shot. Maybe he gets a real shot to be it, and why not? Let's see if he can step up and take the starting job. And then another good thing you saw today was Drew Phillips, their 3rd round pick, had an interception today, and he didn't. One of the knocks on him is that he doesn't make plays on a ball a lot at Kentucky. He's got a lot of pass breakups, but had 0 interceptions in 2 years, such as a starter.
Trash.
Yeah,
let's call a spade a spade. His hands are trash.
Why is not a receiver?
Yeah. Exactly. His hands are just trash. It's just what.
But then look at him today. Had an interception today. And we might have found ourselves a starting nickel. Like if we could finally hit on a 3rd round pick.
Nickel for sure.
And you know,
it is possible, right, to hit on late. So you can start late round picks.
Well, it's funny. Aaron Robinson had to die for Drew Phillips to
be born.
Yes, and you know, Aaron Robinson, the era has ended finally. Aaron Robinson, that the ghost that is Aaron Robinson,
the ghost,
finally got cut today.
Yep.
And
couldn't pass the physical, right?
Yeah. And now I hope that Drew Phillips can be that guy. Now the guys that are getting cooked, and one of the main guys that's getting is the other 3rd round pick, Cordell Flott. You know, he's having a tough camp.
Send him to the moon.
I think
send him to the moon.
But I want to get one more vet. I still want to get one more vet. I want to get one more vet in here.
Hold on, let me say this.
I'm feeling better.
Let me say this. Obvious move. I don't know why they're not signing him.
Here's a couple of vets, man. A couple of names. Correct me if I'm wrong, Speed. Xavier Howard, Adoree Jackson, Stephon Gilmore, Patrick Peterson, J.C. Jackson. The list goes on and on. Witherspoon, Keon Croson. Did I say that right?
Croson,
let's just go with these top 4 here, which is Xavier Howard, Adoree Jackson, Stephon Gilmore, and Patrick Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you calling at this point to come be that veteran? Because I think we do need some more depth and we do need a veteran there. But out of these 4 names I just mentioned, who you guys calling and saying, you know what, come in here for this workout. Let's see what you got left.
Yeah. Well, first of all, fuck Patrick Peterson. Because first of all, he might have been right about what he said about, you know, Daniel Jones, but bro, you got cooked. Daniel Jones doesn't cook many people, and he cooked you. He cooked you twice. So
stiff arm,
you should
bro.
Be the last person. Yeah,
Daniel Jones put you on a poster.
Person.
He put you on a poster, and there ain't many Daniel Jones posters. He's got the one catch.
Right.
Got the one catch.
That's right.
That Daniel Jones made, and then that stiff arm. Those are his 2 posters, and you're on one.
But if it's me, I'm going. You know, Gilmore. I think J.C. Jackson, who's probably the best of this bunch, is going to cost too much. But Xavier Howard or Gilmore for me, those are the 2 guys. Now Xavier Howard, you know, he had a down year last year. He might be cooked, but like if you could tap into one last season for that kind of guy. It's like a show me. It works both ways because then he's looking for his next contract. Even if he leaves, he works for the comp pick formula, and you know he can maybe take a guy on his wings and it doesn't put as much pressure on a Tay Banks to be that CB1. or Gilmore. Those, that same thing. But Gilmore's a little bit better of a teammate by all counts. I hear Xavier Howard's a douchebag, but
give me
that's
not
good.
Adoree? That's a familiar face. Knows the organization. I do understand we cut him. It was pricing. Did he have that? I'm trying to remember. I don't think he had that much of a decline. I think he's the youngest out of this group as well, right?
He wasn't great last year. If you remember back, he was actually the one getting picked on more than Tay Banks was. And I don't know what he's got left, but you could say that the same shit about Xavier Howard. I don't know what he's got left. You just you take a flyer on one of these dudes and hope that they got something left for 1 year. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
So, yeah. Give me Gilmore.
I'd say Gilmore. I was going to say Gilmore. I was just waiting for you to go. I'm with you. I'm totally on Gilmore. I think give me that, just that veteran leadership who knows how to play. He knows what he's doing. He can direct these young guys. We are very young in the secondary, and that would be a huge help. So here's what I don't get if you're the Giants, because these guys are going to have jobs sooner or later. It's a matter of time. So why wait until these injuries happen and guys get scooped up? Why not? You got a little cap space. Why not pick your guy? Why not just go get the guy you need?
I think those guys are waiting.
For what?
Those guys are waiting. For
those guys are waiting.
The guys that are sitting out are waiting for their best situation, the most money. So they want someone to get desperate, and nobody's quite desperate yet because it's too early in camp. If somebody gets injured and loses their CB1, and it's a Super Bowl contending team, that's a spot that Gilmore wants to go to, right?
I think that's the case too. I don't think he wants.
So they're going to wait till the end.
Yeah.
Did you guys get to Precious yet?
Oh yeah, we got the Precious.
We got the Precious.
We got the Precious. We love it. Now we're gonna go to the. We got to rush through. Forgive me, guys. I know I'm trying to keep y'all focused here. I'm trying to keep y'all focused.
Well, that's your job. Good luck reeling us in. Yeah.
Yeah, right. We're gonna go with the quarterback, man. Of course, Daniel Jones, the hottest topic, no matter what, in the Giants camp. Coming back off of ACL, man. I just want to get you guys' thoughts. He's moving pretty good, right? He's moving pretty great, right? Yeah. He looks pretty good. He's moving well. Not bad. 8 months off ACL. Usually they take about a year to 2 to kind of move in. So he's moving great out there. That's no issue. I'm not going to break that down too much. But something new he's been doing. Throwing the damn ball deep. Seems like, man, every play he's throwing it deep. Some way he's just throwing it deep to somebody. You know what I mean?
Sometimes it's defender.
Yeah, it's true. And has not always been pretty. I thought, and now I'm going to ask you guys, I thought Daniel Jones at one point could throw the ball well deep. I thought he had a good deep ball. I don't know what happened to it. Somebody taught me off a ledge here because
I have
looking at trust me, you're gonna go. You're gonna go. You're gonna go. But let me say this, brother. Let me say this. At the beginning of it, he had a good deep ball. He could sling it, I thought. What the hell happened? It looks great. Some of it looks great. Don't get me wrong. But when you see the other footage that comes out, you just go, what happened here? Hef, give me your thoughts. What the hell's going on? I have an idea. I'm going to wait a little bit. But give me your thoughts, brother.
There's a couple things here. I think Daniel Jones is a great deep ball passer, was a little bit overinflated because it was a smaller sample size. With the guys that were slinging it more and more, probably had a ton of more yards and touchdowns. They just had more incompletions and interceptions because they're doing it more. And he, if he hit on 3 out of 5 in 5 games, it was well, he's great. He's better than all these other guys. So I think that stat was a little misleading all along. But the one thing that's interesting is when he gets out of the pocket, he's flying around. He's moving fine. You wouldn't know that he had a knee injury if you didn't already know. But what's weird is his timing is so off on at least half of these longer passes. Once you get past 20 yards, the receivers are never catching him in stride. But there's still time, right? But I don't know if that knee is affecting how he's planting and throwing. I don't know. Only he knows that. And I know he's getting used to Malik Neighbors, but it's happening with Slayton. He missed Slayton on a 5-yard today, which was uncatchable. So I don't know if he's in his head. We've always worried that mentally, is he there? Can he bounce back? Can he make the adjustments? Can he do all these things? So I'm concerned because what he seems to be missing on is not knee related as far as we know, because his knee seems to be fine. He's doing all the drills. He hasn't missed a first team rep because of the knee. So why are the throws so off? And of course there's time, but it's possible to look good in practice. We've been saying this for years. Like other teams look good in practice. The Chiefs have a really good defense. They may have had the top 3 defense last year. Patrick Mahomes is making them look silly like every day, every single day in practice. And obviously, everyone like
Patrick Mahomes.
He always points back, right? But he's a human. He's a man on earth playing football. So, I mean, I'm not asking him to be Patrick Mahomes. I'm just saying, cut up what is supposed to be a terrible. Cut up what was supposed to be what some are ranking the worst secondary in the NFL. He should be in year 6 with these weapons. He should be cutting them the fuck up.
Yeah.
In year 3 of the system.
Yeah.
There's no excuses. They can't sack you. What? There's no excuses.
And how long training camp has been? A week now, or something like that?
Yeah, this is the second padded practice. First week of full week.
It's the first full week passed, right, or something like that. So, at some point, we got to start seeing some sort of consistency from Daniel Jones, and this has been his Achilles heel. He'll show flashes that are great, and then he's just in the crapper again. So the only thing he's good at is being inconsistent. Right. And I do get it. I do understand people. People are like, hey, it's camp. You gotta figure out the timing. Aaron Rodgers just had a bad camp. Joe Burrow just had a bad camp. I get it. I get it. But 3 years in this system and we still don't know what he is, who he is. We just expect a little more of a highlight reel, lack of a better word. Like I just expect more from him at this point. So I don't know. Am I concerned? No, because there's still more time. But I just want DJ to freaking look like I just want this to be put to bed. I'm just done talking about him as the individual, as the quarterback of the New York Giants. I just want him to show something. And again, the only thing he's been consistent at is being inconsistent. So you got time, DJ. Just get it freaking together. But Spee, I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off. Go ahead, brother.
No, you don't need, this is your show, bro. I'm just going. I listen. It's tough, man, because like I think Matthew Berry put it out. Like I've seen, all I've seen is like what was the tweet, Jeff?
It was so disrespectful. I've seen like fun highlights from 31 NFL teams and then bad throws from Daniel Jones. Basically. Yeah,
that's like he's right to a certain extent. I feel like every Daniel Jones bad throw is the talk of the town, and it's to the point where I think there's a little bit of overreacting going on too, because like we don't even see the other. I'm sure these other guys have bad throws throughout the camp,
of course,
but it just seems like Daniel Jones is magnified. Everything that he does is magnified.
He's low hanging fruit. He's always been low hanging fruit to make fun of, and we're so desperate for football that people are absorbing and spitting out takes left or right.
Exactly, and when he goes bad, it looks really bad. Like he overthrew what was it, Wandale, who was open by 15 yards. Like nobody around him, and he overthrew a wide open touchdown. It's like, why are you doing this still? Like, why are you making things hard?
There's another one with Neighbors with 3 yards of separation behind safety in the corner,
and it's happened.
And it should have been a walk-in touchdown. Instead, it's a jump ball where That's how receivers get hurt. He throws them into a jump ball. Fuck, like just lead him. That's a walk-in touchdown.
Yeah. I don't know if it's
or if it's underthrown, and then they're trying to come back to get it. Like
that was the one.
Forgive me. That's just crazy. Like at this point, you are a 6-year veteran. So like, is it the time missed? Is it the time missed because due to injury, does it have time to develop? I don't know. You know what I mean? But it's just like, man, like you should be hitting them in stride. It shouldn't be diving for balls. It should be walking touchdowns at this point. These guys are getting separation.
This is the concerning part, is that until recently, he hasn't even been in pads. He can't get touched. So you could take the pressure. It's like when Thibodeau breaks around the edge, he has to run by Jones. There is no fear of getting hit. Like you should be focusing on being as accurate as possible. Sorry, Speed.
I think it is. I think it is mental though. I think it's. I don't know whether it's pressure or whether he doesn't trust his knee to make throws, or whether he's still trying to figure out time. Whatever it is, as someone said, who was it that said, Bill? It's between the ears right now with him. Mm-hmm. And it's like these throws that most quarterbacks hit in their sleep. But shout out to Dable, because there's wide open people everywhere in the field. Daniel Jones just has to start hitting him. And for me, I kind of like it. I kind of like it because it just makes it so much glaring. It's glaring now. It's like there are guys open. There are guys open, and there's guys open deep, and they're chucking deep. He's not playing this conservative offense anymore. He's like, I want to show everybody that I'm just a quarterback away from making this thing look fucking amazing. And if he could just, let it fucking rip, he'll be good. But if he doesn't, we know that the only piece we're missing right now, we got the coach, we got the players, and I think we are going to have a semblance of an offensive line with our new man Van Rotten. Came in, Roten, whatever the fuck it is.
Depends. If you ask Charlie, it's Rotten.
Rotten, exactly. But I think they got they're a nice little group of tight ends. Johnson is looking like a player out there, so it's all there. The quarterback just needs to make it happen. We'll get into this a little bit more. What happens if it bombs out? It looks really bad early, and it's put up or shut up time.
Let me say this too, because don't forget Daniel Jones has the injury clause in his contract, which I don't know if he's the first quarterback. I don't know. I got to look that up. But Daniel Jones,
I'm sure there's been some other ones.
I'm sure there's more, right? But he'll get $23 million of his $30 million salary if he's unable to pass a physical. The Giants have to pay him,
bro.
Which is crazy, right?
Why would you agree to that?
Now, here's what Here's what I'm going to ask you guys. At this point, if Daniel Jones stinks it up, are you sitting him down? Are you just like, yo, all right, it's done. He's over. It's done. We're not going to take any chances with him getting hurt. He needs to sit the hell down. And let me get your thoughts on that, Hef.
I think that has to be on the back of your mind. I mean, it's not just what's on the books. You have this injury clause, which is serious because he's already guaranteed, I think, 22 next year, regardless. So when we say, oh, you can move on after 2 years, that's because you're still eating, I guess, a manageable amount to eat if you have to, right? Yes. 22 when the cap is well over 200. So yeah, you can eat it, but you got to start winning games. You got to put the best guys out there. And at some point, the money is what the money is. So don't double down again and again and again on what's not working.
Sunk cost.
We've already had 2 beat writers. Guys, it's the second week of practice. We had 2 beat writers already say they should go to Drew Lock if it continues to look like this. And now you have to start to wonder, now are you going to keep saying, oh, DJ, he needs more reps. He needs more reps. He needs more reps. What if it doesn't get better? And then you spent the whole offseason with Drew Lock with the second team and him not getting the reps, who's going to be the guy in the season. So that they dig, I'm just sitting back and watching this because they dug this grave for themselves. This is exactly what they set themselves up for. So they have to be willing to live with this. And I give them respect for the due diligence and whatever on Hard Knocks and the draft. And they try to correct, but they weren't able to. I don't think it was lack of conviction, for the record. I just think there wasn't a deal to be made. There weren't sellers.
Right.
So they got an awesome playmaker. And to your point, guys are running open. That's a great sign. But I hate to waste years of those guys' primes.
Yeah. No, it sucks. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. Speak. Go ahead, man. I was like, I agree. Cook, brother.
No, it sucks. And the leash has to be short. And there's whispers. You hear whispers a lot that Daniel Jones is now seeing on Hard Knocks that he's trying to get replaced. And there's whispers that him and Dable don't have the greatest relationship. And it's obvious that Dable wants to move on. And I don't even know if he signed off that he wanted him in the first place from the looks of it. So, there's a lot of pressure there. And I don't know if Daniel Jones is going to be up to live up to getting up for this challenge. It doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like he has what's in here, that dog in him to live up to this. So I don't know, man. You got to pull the plug, and it's not even about put the better quarterback in there because Daniel Jones might be more talented than Drew Lock. I don't know, but you got to at least show that your locker room that you're going to give it another chance with somebody else. We're going to try something different. Give it to you owe that to them to at least give them a chance with Drew Lock and see what he's got. And if not Drew Lock, then Tommy DeVito. Go back to Tommy DeVito then. But don't stick with Daniel Jones for the sake of his contract because as you were trying to allude to, Jeff, it's a sunk cost already. You're paying him that money. So there's no sense in making it worse. And if you start out 1-4, 1-5, 2-6, whatever it is, pull the plug. They're going to give him a month, then pull the plug.
Shane's son said it best. You may only get one shot at this. Don't you want to win? He was like, go get Jaden Daniels. His son said that on camera. I just thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I got to say one more factor in this is
Yeah, brother.
We didn't just lose Saquon, the playmaker. We lost Saquon, who was, despite what Slayton has said to defend Daniel, Saquon was the guy on the field that like really had Daniel's back and would go to him on a big play and try to pump him up and do all that stuff. I don't think Slayton carries the same like moxie that Saquon came with.
No,
obviously.
And Neighbors gonna chew him out. He's not gonna back him.
Neighbors has no loyalty to him. Let's be honest.
Yes. No, fuck.
And from what I'm understanding, like I was in a space today, take it with a grain of salt if you'd like, but like kind of like confirming what you're alluding to, Spiro, where the relationship with Dable isn't that great. It's kind of awkward in the building. Daniel knows they tried to replace him, but now he's still there and he's the guy, but he's not performing well. Like it's fucking awkward, I think, in that locker room right now. So Neighbors is, he wants the ball and he wants production, and I don't think he cares if it's Daniel or Locke. He'd rather the guy that's going to give him shots, as all the receivers probably do.
Just like when you saw last season when Tyrod Taylor was in there and Jalen Hyatt just came alive. And then all of a sudden you saw on Jalen Hyatt's Instagram story, it was Tyrod Taylor. You know what I mean? Those whispers are going to be very loud. And I think it's at a point, like you said, there's no loyalty.
They're not even whispers.
Jones. They're not even whispers no more. They're shouting. They're shouting. You know what I mean? So there's no loyalty to Daniel Jones. If he's not the guy, you need to take him out and protect your asset at this point as a franchise. You don't want him to get hurt. You don't want to pay $23 million because guess what? If Mara's not going to cut him the check for that $23 million, that's a $22 million dead cap hit right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you need to go figure it out right now. Listen, if this is 1-4, Daniel, you're gone. We can't figure this out. We needed a new quarterback. This is how I know. Conspiracy theory Eli taking over for a second here. This is how I know John Mara wanted Daniel Jones to stay here. Because Joe Shane is making sure he's giving everything this kid needs to have him fall on his face. To say, I told you so. I told you I wanted a quarterback. Because when you look at Hard Knocks and you saw John Mara, he's like, well, I don't know if I want to give up the farm. I've seen this play out before. I don't know, Joe. That right there is a guilt trip you're trying to give to someone, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So, of course, it says John Mara all over it right here, in my opinion. Conspiracy theory Eli would say. You know what I mean? But
you're right.
Something has to give here. And if he's doing bad, listen, I understand his camp, not panicking yet. But if I see week 1 and I see the old Daniel Jones, I'm calling for Drew Lock and I'm screaming it. My timeline will be nuts screaming this thing. Right now.
And we hope that he at least just gives you like the Tyrod Taylor effect where he's willing to take deep shots. Maybe he's not afraid. He's not a scorned lover like Daniel Jones.
He won't be. He won't
be.
Yeah.
He hasn't been getting beat up in New York for 5 years. He's coming in with fresh eyes. He's willing to take shots.
Scoops
is there.
We love Scoops.
Air horns of Scoops. I love you, Scoops. Honestly,
Holy
I miss
shit,
you, Scoops. I gotta get you to record that again. Guys, we are close to the hour. I don't know if you just want to.
This is it. This is the last one.
The last one. All right. So listen, guys, this is the last one. Hard Knocks. This should end with a good bang. Nice story for you guys. You guys should enjoy it tonight, man. And don't forget, tomorrow at noon, we will recap today's show. HBO, of course, guys, go tune into that. Don't forget, man, Underdog Fantasy New York Revival is brought to you by. If you use promo code Revival, Underdog Fantasy will match your deposit by half, up to $250. That's right, guys. Use promo code Revival. And don't forget, man, tell them we sent you, man. You get match half your deposit, man. But of course, on behalf of my brother, man, Mr. Glass Half Full, welcome back.
Welcome back.
That's right, Mace.
Mr. Glass Half Full and that SP if you nasty now. And of course, my brother El Jefe, aka White Jersey, aka Blue Jersey, aka El Chefe.
Bring it back.
And it's your boy Eli Rack, aka Vibes. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace and blessings. Yes, sir.
Oh, this is supposed to be my job.
You're the guy, Sweet.
Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's go.
Live with the Wolf High Roll!
Let's go.